All right, man. Toast up. You know what it is, man. How y'all doing, man? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's blessed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about academics speaking on the situation, and these guys with back on Figg is talking about how they want to meet up and all this stuff. So we're going to get into that. Before we get into that, I got to get a legendary spiel. This is Torch to Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, you know the final ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is right here on the screen. Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers to over 18,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you from. I'm on the road to 25,000. I will be giving away a nice size cash prize. And yeah, just share this content, man. Also, go subscribe to Talk After Hours, right in the description box. I mean, all you gotta do is go there, click, say subscribe, and then come back, or just stay over there. Either way, man, thank you so much. All right, so look, man, we're gonna get into this, man, because this is pretty interesting. Thank y'all for being here with me. I appreciate y'all, and stick with me on this. All right, man, this comes courtesy of Chink Smooth. You already know what it is. So let's get it.
Shit too, bro. Release the footage. Say it after me, you guys. Release the footage. Hey, you in the back with the red hat, say with me. Release the footage. Now, ever since last week, you guys, there's been a little bit of controversy with DJ Akademiks meeting with Kendrick's manager, Dave Free, and also Anthony Saleh. According to Akademiks, while he was at the show in Detroit, they had a conversation. Dave and Anthony asked him a bunch of questions, more specifically about how he was moving throughout the whole beef. It got to a point where Dave actually asked Akademiks, yo, is Drake paying you to say all this stuff about Kendrick? Ak actually felt disrespected that Dave actually thought he would ever take money for his opinions. But then he later on...
Oh, man, wait till y'all see the video I got coming today. This dude breaks down how Drake does not like academics, and we're going to talk about that. But right now, I do feel like if you ask somebody if somebody paying me, that is kind of disrespectful if I stand on what I say. I definitely don't think that Drake is paying academics, and I can understand why academics would feel some type of way about that. However, the level of glazing that he does and the level of champion that he does, it comes off as if he's being paid. So I can understand why Dave Free or Anthony Saleh would ask him, or are you being paid? Because you moving like you are a employee puppet for Drake.
Admits that throughout the whole beef, him and his platforms were being biased. Why? Because him and the guys that run his platforms love Drake.
Yo, y'all issues with Drake. I told Dave, I said, listen, if you feel like, nigga, y'all can't get to Drake and y'all want to get it, nigga, I came here prepared. It's what it is. I don't give a fuck. This whole thing, it's not me de-escalating nothing with these niggas. They have a beef with Drake. They don't got a beef with me. I told them. I showed up to your show because if I had a beef with you, I wouldn't show up to your show. So this whole thing, nigga, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I don't care if these grown-ass men solve their beef. I told you if somebody get clipped, I'm not going to feel sad. I'm sorry. They're calling each other.
That's definitely cap. Ain't no way in the world you telling me that if something happens to Drake, you ain't going to feel bad, bro. You're definitely going to feel bad. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. That's wild. That's wild Mohican business. Wild Mohican. You're a wild Mohican for that. I used to say that when I was younger. A wild Mohican. Disrespecting the Mohicans like that. I don't mean disrespect Mohicans. I'm sorry. But that's just weird that we used to say that we was younger. They had us thinking a lot of shit when we was younger. African booty scratcher. All types of that. He ain't nothing but an African booty scratcher. You're like, come on, bro. Don't do that. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's not right.
They're saying that this nigga don't own his son or whatever. I don't give two fucks. I'm not taking no responsibility for grown man actions. So please don't act like I have any part in this. Dave Free need to go see about Drake about saying that he fathered somebody's kid. He need to see him. Don't see Act. See him. And Drake need to go see Kendrick about it. That's a fact.
I got Anthony's contact, and hopefully, I told him, I said, listen, throughout the battle, we probably definitely came off very biased, not only because I like Drake and he's my favorite rapper. And anytime my favorite rapper is going against another person, if he's my favorite rapper, I'm going to say my favorite rapper is going to win.
No, I'm not.
Now, if you are saying that you kinda came off biased, that's a extreme understatement. You kinda came off biased? Come on, bro. Like, I would be honest. You built a whole market of going against Kendrick for Drake, bro. You literally built a whole market for that, bro. Like, when you say, oh, I was maybe biased, no. It's much more than that, Act. That right there is crazy work for you to say. And I will sit here and admit that. Now, I would say, I ain't going to sit here and say I'm biased. I'm going to sit here and say that. I like Kendrick more than Drake. I can call out some shit, but at least I'm telling the truth about what's going on. You are making up shit. Sensationalizing shit. Saying things that actually technically didn't really happen, and you just saying it. So when you say that stuff like that, that is crazy work.
A lot to you guys, I was a little bit puzzled. If you just admitted that you have a bias for Drake, which means that you were putting out false information to skew the battle towards Drake, it's not too far-fetched for people to think that Drake was paying you. Now, over the weekend, back on Figg, T-Rel, and Smack, they reacted to DJ Akademiks saying he met up with Dave Free and Anthony. And just like any content creator does, more specifically streamers, they were trying to be funny. Or at least that's what I thought when I saw the video. They claimed DJ Akademiks lied about the meeting, and he actually got pressed and turned down the fade from Anthony and Dave.
And I know my boy Akademiks got pressed yesterday. Well, not yesterday, a couple days ago at the Detroit show, and he thought it was just a friendly talk. Well, that's why this is what he's saying to us. He thought it was just a cool little exchange.
Right.
But you got marked out, and it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Now you from TDE, boy. That's what Max said.
I was watching somebody else podcast, and they said that when someone approach you on something from LA, doesn't necessarily mean that they're approaching you to fight. But if they come to you and say, yo, what did you mean by this? And you say, well, I meant this and this and that, they say you got marked out. So I guess I don't know exactly what marked out mean. I guess you a mark and they mark you out like you a mark. Okay, yeah, he's a mark, and they point at you like that's a mark right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing that's what that means. But at the same time, like, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what to say about when someone says you got marked out. I wasn't there to provide any context of what actually happened, but Akademiks did kind of say that they asked me, was this real or was it streaming? It could have been something else, and he also admitted later on that they was Anthony Saleh came in shouting at him. So if he came in shouting at him, it could have been much more than what he's saying it is. I mean, but if they saying they got the tape, we gonna see.
Yeah, for real.
You from TDE now, boy. Now go sit your ass down right here. Sit down and get up what we tell you to. You feel me? You got marked out, boy. Coming over here talking about some, he said, because we can get at it. No, boy. We can get down. That's what we could do.
Yeah.
We could get down. You trying
Right
to get
now.
down? Is it personal for you? It's personal for me.
Yeah.
It's personal for you. We
Turn
finna
me
get
down.
down. No, it's just content, man. It's content. That's where I'm leaving it at. I'm not coming here to do anything for Drake. I believe at that moment when he said that, do you really think I'm here to slide for Drake? At that moment, I'm thinking, Drake ain't never messing with dude again, man. Drake ain't never messing with dude again. It's over with, bro. You got press. It's okay. Now you should be riding for TDE for the rest of your life, man. That's all we just trying to tell you, bro. He went to but I think he really went to that show to be like, you know what? I'm at this show, and I made it out this show, and I'm untouchable. Nobody can touch me.
Well, you can't.
I will say this. I think a lot of in this whole story, there's a lot of speculating and assumptions going on. Doesn't necessarily mean what is being said by these guys is actually true, and it doesn't necessarily mean what is being said by Ak is actually false. But I do realize that a lot of these guys, especially on this side, they're doing what academics do. And I don't understand why Akademiks is mad. They sensationalizing the story. It's all streaming. It's all content. So why are you upset about it now? They're only doing what you've been doing the whole time. So I don't understand why he's mad about it. But I understand what's going on here. I really do.
Yeah, niggas pushed up on you. They was gonna touch you, but you bow down.
You bow down. You really bow.
If you just said the wrong thing, you got touched right then and there.
Yeah.
Whoever you came with.
Yeah. If he would have said, nah, I'm good. Nah, this is me. Nigga, what's happening?
No, this was happening. For real. For real.
What even told Dave, what even told Dave, look, watch out, bro. I ain't trying to talk about none of that shit right now. I'm watching the show, homie. You think you would have fired on him?
I think he would have got cracked.
Bam, what's happening? You ain't even watch no show.
The fact that Akademiks was telling the story about what happened and just telling that he said, yeah, I said that it's all content is crazy. The way he talks.
The way he talks is crazy.
The way he talks
is crazy.
Now, there was two things I said to myself.
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. If I don't like, I'll put it to you like this. He said that Akademiks said that. I believe he said that they did ask him about Absol. They did. The thing is, they're gonna ride for each other no matter what. So I can understand that part. But if he's saying it's all content, I could get why they're saying this. But you do have to understand. Maybe y'all version of what content is different from what people's version of content is. Some of y'all will throw it all away because y'all want to prove something. Some of y'all will do that. Some people are sensational, and I'm not giving Ak a pass for being a sensationalist, but I am saying that some people don't care about it and they sensationalize, but they actually will do what they say. He's not one of those people that will do what he says. He will just talk. And then when it comes down to it, he gets pressed. He ain't doing nothing. So that's what I get from this. Some people that sensationalize stuff, it's not the only that they'll sensationalize it. No, they actually mean that they will actually pop off on you. So it's really not them sensationalizing. Maybe they will heighten it a little bit, but for the most part, nah, they really out here trying to pop off on you. Like, for real. And film it and put it out. They don't care.
After watching this clip, if Akademiks actually got pressed while he was at the show, it would not be by Dave or Anthony. It would be by somebody else in TDE, somebody that's affiliated with TDE, not the managers. And secondly, if Akademiks actually did get pressed, that would have been content for Akademiks to come on stream and tell his audience about. But because Akademiks does not want the narrative out there that he's scared of TDE, he actually fell for the bait today. He actually went off on T-Rail and Smack and also called out podcasters from LA. Now, I'm going to play this clip shortly for you guys, but I was confused. If you know that you guys had a man-to-man conversation, nobody got pressed, nobody turned down any fades, why would you dedicate this much energy to responding back to them? This is only going to make people interested in seeing the footage just to make sure that you weren't actually pressed during the meeting. Here's Ak's response back to T-Rail and Smack. You guys get in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
These brothers are very misconstrued on the conversation. And the unfortunate part of it, I'm now starting to think, because y'all know how I get. I'm starting to think if they're speaking for TDE, because if they're speaking for TDE, I'll take it to 10,000 levels up. I can't tell if they're getting some information and trying to get their failing show some buzz, which I understand. Or if they're speaking for TDE, I'll start getting it up there that they gotta release the video. Now everybody gotta see it. So I'm trying to still remain respectful.
Thing is, they only doing what you've been doing. You've been doing this. You've been sensationalizing stories. This is the reason why they're doing what they're doing. So again, this is like the pot calling the kettle black, my nigga. You've been doing stuff like this. You can't be mad at them now. You literally said today freeing them, it's just content. And now you're saying that if they're speaking for somebody, you will take it up a level. But you were speaking for Drake the whole time, even though you ain't said you wasn't speaking for Drake. I don't get your logic behind this. It does leave you kind of perplexed and confused. This is crazy.
But I'm getting to the point where I'm saying if they're the spokesperson for TDE, I have no problem introducing some disrespect to force that. I know they have a video, to force the video to come out that everybody can see it. Now, here's the thing, and this is why I respect people like, I think both of these niggas are damn near handicapped. One nigga got 1 foot, one nigga got 1 hand. Both of you suckers are gang members. I'm a civilian. You know why I popped up to that show? Because I could go any fucking where I want. I proved it. I literally said if a TDE nigga raised a hand at me, it would be his last fucking day living. And I still went to the show and chilled. And y'all the tough niggas, not me. I'm supposed to cop please. I'm supposed to. Y'all niggas not supposed to talk crazy about me and not do nothing. But whatever. So let's speak about it. For y'all two little suckers up there, I'll give y'all some Drake tickets. Y'all go to OVO show. Because I've been popping up on people the last 2-3 months. I haven't seen you suck ass niggas go nowhere but under Kendrick Lamar's ball sack for the last... Okay, I told myself I was gonna chill. All right. Smack and this other nigga, I got tickets for y'all to the Drake show. You tell me your experience. When you tell me your experience, we can have all the conversation you need. But the point is this. I don't want to litigate this anymore on podcasts. But I will. If this is... And here's my thing. I don't like intermediates. Dave Free could say something if he feels anything I've said is not fair. Anthony Select could say something. But I don't think they will, because everything I said was fair.
I agree with that. I don't really like people who interject in either at the same time, but I really can't really argue against it because you do the same thing for Drake. You're intermediate for Drake. So, I mean, what can you say? Everything that you're saying to them, you do for Drake. You even just said you offered them some tickets to go see a OVO concert. So you're doing the same thing for them, for Drake. That you saying that they do for Kendrick. You saying they under Kendrick's ball sack. Oh, what are you doing? Like, I mean, what would you under the nuts? You probably ain't under the nuts. You probably what they call it, the grundle between the nut sack and the asshole. That's where you at. Come on, bro.
And if Dave Free thought he pressed me, he should speak. But lo and behold, nothing's gonna happen. At the end of the day, man, I don't care. Yo, y'all West Coast niggas, y'all didn't put fear in nobody's heart. I booked a flight. I came to y'all. It's y'all time to start pulling up on niggas. Okay? You don't put no fear in nobody's heart. I went to y'all. Let's reverse it. You start pulling up on anybody else. Okay? Because these two little handicapped idiots right here, we ain't even, nigga, I pull up to y'all show in New York. Y'all had a bunch of gang members up. Nigga, I pulled up. Y'all niggas have never been pulling up and y'all the gangsters. Please, just
The thing is, this is where I think he playing with dangerous waters, bro. Don't do this, bro. Don't make this into something that it's really not. A lot of y'all gotta understand. You could be the biggest sensationalist in the world, but what happens is you do get caught up, and you can't take it back when somebody puts something hot in you, bro. You can't get it back. When you in that, when you being lowered into that ground, you can't get that back. So you got to understand. I understand you wanna be who you are, and they want to be who they are. This goes for both sides. Y'all should end this right now. If it's just about content and y'all arguing over that, cool. But when you start introducing real live scenarios or real world scenarios into the mix, don't act as if you can't get touched, or he can't get touched, or they can't get touched, because anybody can, by a random at that. Somebody that's trying to be your hero or their hero. Y'all gotta stop this, bro. Y'all gotta stop, because this is not gonna end well. All over some talking. That's why I don't really do the whole sensationalist shit, man. I speak my opinion, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to have an open dialogue in the conversation, but I'm not going to stand here and put my life on the line for people that I don't know and people who don't like me. You doing that for Drake. All of this is because of Drake. And you're saying that he's not a master manipulator. What do you think this is? What do you think he's been doing the whole time with you? Now you're arguing with people about Kendrick, and he is in the background laughing. And he ain't even cool with you. You never even met the nigga. But yet and still, you about to crash out or fight and go through getting approached by niggas all because of Drake. This is incredible.
quiet down. You're bad at podcasting. You're bad on the mic. And y'all bad at being gangsters. You can't be bad at everything. Y'all bad at standing on business. Y'all bad at podcasting. You're bad at making content. Find another one to play with. Adam 22 violated you niggas. Come the fuck on. Adam? Adam? No disrespect to Adam, but come on. I watched him make y'all his son for like 3 months. Nigga, when he was sonning y'all, I felt so bad. I kept throwing lifelines. Like, hold on. Y'all good? All right, come back into the shallow part. Brother, at the end of the day, I don't give two fucks about TDE. The mere point of this is, listen, if I don't want to hear nothing from TDE or y'all niggas, because if y'all felt any type of way to keep putting out shit, I wouldn't have walked out that building. It don't matter what I said. It don't matter what I.
Nah, you would have walked out that building. Like, ain't nobody clapping you inside of an arena, dog. Cut it out. Cut it out. Ain't nobody beating you up, especially being in the position that they're in, bro. You even admitted that you would take them to court, bro. Ain't no way in the world they would have put their hands on you, bro. Up in there. Maybe if you would have swung on them, but you say ain't nobody walking out of there, you wouldn't have walked out of there. That's 100% cat. You had, first of all, you had security guards, and there's cops everywhere. Like, cut it out, bro. Cut it out. Cut the bullshit. Don't act as if like you wasn't protected and they wasn't protected. Everybody's protected inside of that arena. I mean, you could. First of all, they not even getting weapons in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they personal security. I don't know about that. I need to see the laws on that, but I don't think they're getting no weapons in there. Absolutely not. Like, no, cut it out.
Said. Point is, walked in, saw a good concert, walked out. I dare the two stooges, the two handicapped niggas, go to an OVO show. How about y'all go there? I'll give y'all whatever tickets you want. You can go to a Party Next Door show. Just don't go in LA. Go somewhere else. And then you tell me how y'all conversation went.
And this is you assuming that Drake would actually approach them. This is you assuming that Drake team would actually approach them. This is what you assuming by you saying something like that. And then you basically incite. This is what they call inciting violence. This is what this is. People can say whatever they want, but this is exciting violence because you basically saying, go there and you tell me how it went. Because you know that you knowing that these dudes, whoever it is, they don't get along with Drake's team or whatever. It's the same thing as if it would have said this to you when you went to see, what's the name? You went to Detroit and all that, but you didn't know. And I'll be honest, let's be clear, Act. You didn't go to the LA show. You went to the Detroit show. And when you went to the Detroit show, you probably felt as though it was safer. I'm gonna be honest. But they knew you was there, and they pulled up on you. Now you gotta ask yourself, how did they find out you was there? Did they find out you was there because of you were streaming? Or did they find out you was there because someone told them? That's what you gotta understand. So no matter where you had went, they was gonna pull up on you if someone told them you was there. So you gotta be careful because somebody might be watching you. And a lot of y'all fall for this all the time. People got eyes on you everywhere, man. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. So I think this is kind of inciting violence because you basically inviting them to go there and tell me how it went. So if something happens, like, no, bro, don't do that.
Yo, then shut the fuck up. And I looked at y'all channels. Y'all just failing, bro. Just shut up. Because it's niggas like y'all. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all too irrelevant for me to go up on y'all. So I got to go up on TDE. Honestly. Y'all too irrelevant for me to go up on y'all. So I got to go up on TDE. That's how I've always took it. So I had a conversation, and now I'm hearing 15 different versions of the conversations, which they have a video of that they're not putting out, but it feels like it's coming from them.
Bro, again, this is what I mean by this is what we call the pot calling the kettle black, my nigga. You literally put out stories that's not real about Kendrick, and people spread these stories even on your own page. You've been doing this. Now you're mad that someone else is doing it to you? Like, bro, if they're doing 15 different stories or you heard 15 different stories, then how are you mad when you do the same thing? You the whole bot narrative, you call them K-bots. You're still saying it. To this day, you're still saying it, the K-bots. Or or Kendrick used bots. You're still saying it. But yet and still you're mad at them. And now you're saying, oh, I got to go up on TDE because there's a version of the story coming up. Bro, you said the story first. You said the story first. They're going off your story. Because we didn't hear it. Nobody else said. So we're going off your story.
The only option is to go up on them. And I have no problem. I got no allegiances in this shit. I don't care. So we'll leave it there for now, but me and you guys, I wouldn't even bless y'all with a career with going back and forth. The next thing, I'll go extra up on TDE. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Because, I don't know. I'm going to just blame them for telling you false information. Or whatever video they have, y'all should just drop it. Anyway, I'll end it there. These niggas, you know I'm offended, chat. These niggas is like Ruri and Mealy Mall to me. The reason why y'all don't have a job at No Jumper, nigga, I mastermind engineer y'all having to go start this bullshit on them fucking disgusting orange couches. I masterminded. Nigga, I masterminded y'all in the unemployment line. I saw it. I'm like, all right. Nigga, I wrote it up. That's what me and Adam. You know what's the funny thing? I ain't even have no beef with you niggas. Me and Adam was playing a little interesting game. But me and Adam, we cool now. That's my mans. That's my mans. So, nigga, figure out what y'all got to do, man. At this point, I'm not beefing with the G League. Okay? And me and Adam have no beef. Me and Vlad were mad cool. Me and Wack, we straight. The rest of y'all niggas, peons. Sorry to tell y'all. All right? But anyway, the next.
Gotta be real real careful how you talk about people, because you talk about people now, calling them peons, and next thing you know, they're bigger than you. Gotta be real careful how you talk. I'm telling you. But I'm gonna end it there. He ain't really got too much more to say. I'll just end it there. Yeah, I apologize if the camera was going black in and out. If you are watching me, if you listening to me, it's all good. But if you're watching me, I apologize about that. Yeah, man. This is not good, and it's not looking good, and it's not going good. I think that these dudes doing this, I heard Whack 100 saying that they're gonna do a clubhouse together and have everybody on there, but it's all for content. People just use this stuff, and they don't really have nothing else to talk about, and they just want to go back and forth with each other. My opinion, I think it's all a waste of time. But if it's for content, then it's good. It's good to go. So, either way, thank y'all for being here with me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out of here. You already know what it is. Peace. Bye.